Greetings, nation. Tonight we delve into a tale of international intrigue, military might, and one very unfortunate tree. Buckle up, folks, because this story is about to get sappy. Picture this: 1976, the Demilitarized Zone, or DMZ, between North and South Korea. A place so tense you could cut the air with a chainsaw. Speaking of chainsaws, that's where our story begins. You see, there was this poplar tree just chilling in the DMZ, obstructing the view of a United Nations observation post. No biggie, right? Wrong. The North Koreans, apparently not fans of Mother Nature's landscaping choices, decided to take matters into their own hands. They sent a group of soldiers into the DMZ to chop the tree down. Now, you might be thinking, Stephen, that seems like an overreaction, and you'd be right. But wait, there's more. When a US Army captain and a group of South Korean soldiers tried to stop them, the North Korean soldiers attacked. They beat the US captain and killed a South Korean officer with the axe they were using to chop down the tree. Talk about adding insult to injury. The attack, dubbed the Axe Murder Incident, sent shockwaves through the international community. This wasn't just about a tree anymore, folks. It was about sending a message. And the message from the North: don't mess with our landscaping.
The United States, however, had a different message in mind: don't mess with us. Thus, Operation Paul Bunyan was born. This wasn't going to be your average tree trimming exercise, folks. This was a full-blown military operation designed to show the North Koreans that the US wasn't about to be bullied, especially over a tree. The mission? Chop down the rest of that darn tree. But not just chop it down. Oh no. They were going to do it with a show of force that would make Paul Bunyan himself say, "Whoa, take it easy there, fellas."
Now, when I say show of force, I'm not talking about a couple of guys with chainsaws and hard hats. We're talking about a task force of over 800 soldiers, including US and South Korean special forces, combat engineers, and even a platoon from the 2nd Battalion, 7th Infantry Regiment, 3rd Infantry Division. Oh, and did I mention the air support? Because there was air support.
We're talking about B-52 bombers, F-4 Phantom fighter jets, Cobra attack helicopters, all circling overhead, ready to rain down freedom, or at least a really intimidating shadow, on anyone who got out of line.
And just to make sure the North Koreans got the message, the US also sent a fleet of warships up the coast, because why not?
It was a sight to behold, let me tell you. The kind of show of force that makes you think, wow, they really mean business.
Indeed they did. And with that, Operation Paul Bunyan was set to become one of the most memorable tree trimming operations in military history. Section 4, a show of force we would not be ignored. So, with the world watching, this heavily armed entourage of lumberjacks marched into the DMZ. The tension was thicker than maple syrup, folks.
The North Koreans, understandably a little intimidated by this display of overwhelming force, decided to stay put this time. And who could blame them?
The mission itself, thankfully, was about as exciting as watching paint dry. The soldiers, armed with chainsaws and, you know, machine guns just in case, made short work of the remaining tree. The whole operation took less than an hour, but it wasn't about the tree, was it? It was about sending a message. And that message, delivered with the subtlety of a tactical nuke, was received loud and clear. Don't mess with America or our trees. Section 5. Mission accomplished, a chip off the old block. The tree was felled, the message sent, and the world breathed a collective sigh of relief. Operation Paul Bunyan was a success. The remaining stump, a testament to the absurdity of the situation, was left standing as a reminder. And what became of this infamous tree, you ask? Well, parts of it were reportedly turned into souvenirs, because nothing says diplomatic resolution like a commemorative chunk of wood. Section 6. The aftermath. Never underestimate the power of a tree. The Axe Murder Incident and Operation Paul Bunyan serve as a stark reminder of the fragility of peace and the absurd lengths to which nations will go to prove a point. It's a story of international tension, military posturing, and yes, even a little bit of humor. Because sometimes the only way to deal with the absurdity of it all is to laugh. But hey, at least nobody messed with our trees ever again, and that's the word.